All right, so today we have Wyatt Zalewski in nomination in the Best Fiction Film category for the film Detective Toaster. Congratulations, Wyatt.
Thank you so much. Happy to be here.
So, what made you go into films?
Well, I've always been very influenced by films and filmmaking. I can remember all the way, like when I'm a kid, I just watch a film, then get my toys out, Legos or whatnot, and just recreate scenes and go into that type of storytelling. And it only was until recently, I feel like I've come to appreciate the art form, like when I went to college and started to understand it more. So it really has just been something that's always been there for me and been highly influential in my life.
So, you studied in filmmaking specifically, or?
Um, yes, more in terms of writing and whatnot. That's always been like a big passion of mine is writing, and I've always wanted to write screenplays. And partly the reason why Detective Toaster was made was I was like, it's a lot easier to get people to watch a film than read a 90-page script. So it
Mhm.
was like, so I felt like it was easier to convince people that.
Yes, exactly. And what messages do you want to transmit in general when you make films or when you write?
I usually write about things that just interest me in terms or I find fascinating. Like whether it's the way I feel like people perceive something is like, oh, that's interesting how people can just either it's like whether it's the way they perceive like other people or themselves, that's always just interested me. So I tend to write about things that fascinate me. And I mean, with this film, it was more or less the idea fascinated me because I mean, it took us over 2.5 years to film this thing. And I wouldn't have finished it if I didn't find the idea of it just funny
Mhm.
to me. Like it just every time I thought about this idea or I told someone about this idea that I was making a film on this, it just always brought a smile or a chuckle to them just because
Okay.
the ridiculous nature of it. So that's kind of what kept me involved in it. So I feel like overall, I think you just gotta have a message for me at least that's like it has to be enjoyable or you have to find it fun
Mhm.
because I mean filmmaking's hard. We everyone who makes films knows that. So any other motivation you can get just to get through it is what you need.
Yes, exactly. It has to be fun for sure, and it's such an original idea that you had. Congratulations for it.
Yeah, I have the I have Detective Black and Detective Decker here on my desk.
How did you get that idea? It just popped in your head one morning, or how
You
did?
know, I really wish I could say one day I was making breakfast, I had toast going, and Chinatown was on the TV and it just clicked, but I truly don't remember. I think it was an idea that came up while working on someone else's film that just again tickled me and I thought was funny. And I just kind of spent the next few years concepting and figuring it out. But yeah, I really wish I remembered the origin of it.
All right, nice. We want to see more of your films for sure. And so, where can we follow you? Do you have a YouTube channel or a website?
Yes, I have a website, Wyatt Film Co. Same with Instagram, Wyatt Film Co. You can follow Detective Toaster, it's Detective Toaster Movie on Instagram, and YouTube as well. Just Wyatt Film Co. That's where you can see all the stuff I'm working on and all my posts.
Okay, great. So people will be able to follow you. I'll put the description underneath the YouTube video so people can follow you there. All right, so thank you so much again, Riyad, and congratulations again for the nomination.
No, thank you so much.
And we'll keep you updated in the following weeks for the about the winners. And I wish you great luck for it, for the
Awesome.
winning.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So have a great rest of the day. We'll talk soon.